Bonjour class. Really quickly, I'm going to explain to you what l'impératif is and how to use it. So if you either click on the assignment and go to the routine leçon B grammar notes, or you just access this directly, this will be right in your routine leçon B folder in class notebook. We have an explanation here first of what l'impératif is, and then we have some examples down here. So, pour demander à quelqu'un de faire une tâche ménagère, on utilise souvent. What I'm saying here is just basically to ask someone to do a household task, we often use the command form, l'impératif. That's what l'impératif means. It means it's an imperative, it's something that you have to do because somebody's telling you to do something. So, the imperative verb forms are used to give commands and to make suggestions. Each French verb has 3 imperative forms whose subjects are understood to be tu, vous, and nous. All right. These subjects, however, they're not used at all. So you won't hear the subject, but it's kind of implied. So to form regular verbs in the imperative, let's look at these different charts down here. So regular ER verbs, they're the exact same as they are in the present tense, as they are in the imperatif, except for tu. So in the present tense here, we say tu étudies, you are studying. Now we want to make that an imperative. We want to make it a command. So we say étudie. The only thing is when we spell it, we drop the S, and that means study. When we want to say you all are studying, vous étudiez. If we want to make it a command now, we say study, étudier. Notice that the verb form is the exact same here. And if we want to make a suggestion, let's study. Nous étudions is we are studying. If we drop the nous, then it becomes this suggestion. Let's study, okay? The nice thing about IR and RE verbs is they stay exactly the same. No change whatsoever. So tu finis, you are finishing. Fini, finish. Vous finissez, you all are finishing. Finissez, finish. Nous finissons, we are finishing. When you change, you drop the nous, finissons becomes less finish. Okay, and the same is for RE verbs. Vendre, to sell. Tu vends, you are selling. Vend, sell, and then it's kind of implied that you would sell something. Now, when you use the imperative for reflexive verbs, the verb follows those same patterns. So if it's an ER verb, in the tu form, you drop the S. IR verbs, RE verbs, okay, the pattern will stay the same. Except now you have to do something with that reflexive pronoun. So in the present tense here, you say tu te réveilles, you wake up. When you want to make it a command, to say, hey, wake up. Réveille-toi. Notice the S came off, so that rule still applied with the verb. But now we just take that reflexive pronoun and we tack it on the end. It becomes réveille-toi. Vous vous réveillez now becomes réveillez-vous. Nous nous réveillons becomes réveillons-nous. Let's wake up. Okay? If you want to form a negative command with reflexive verbs, you just put the ne before the reflexive pronoun and the pas after. So ne te rase pas la figure, don't shave. Ne vous blessez pas, don't hurt yourself. Okay, so that's how you form it. All right, the process that I want you to get into your head whenever you're trying to come up with a command on your own is you need to think of who are you talking to? Are you talking to one person? That would be tu. Are you talking to a group of people or somebody formally? That would be vous. Or are you making a suggestion? Okay, then that'll get you to find the verb form. So if we want to say, for example, like eat your vegetables. Right? We need to think of the verb for eat, which is manger, and then we need to think of which form. Okay, am I talking to one person singularly? Am I talking to a group of people? Or am I making a suggestion? Let's say I'm talking to my son. All right, so that's going to be tu. So ordinarily it would look like that, but with ER verbs we have an exception. So it's just going to be mange les légumes. Okay. Now, what if I want to say you all? You need to choose the best answer. Okay. The verb for to choose, choisir. I'm saying to you all right, so it's not going to be tu, it's going to be vous. So we need the verb form, choisissez, and then the best answer, choisissez la bonne réponse. Okay, and then lastly, an example here, what if we said, let's do our homework? The verb for to do is faire. When it's a suggestion, we use the nous form. So faisons les devoirs. Voilà.